Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Shivery Timbers, where we're recovering from the tsunami apocalypse. Things are going pretty well. The city is looking pretty delightful. Everything's chugging along. We can check in on a few of our friends here. So Travtown, looking good, excellent. The Trav Strip is doling out multimedia gameplay and spectacular gaming and all of that sort of delightful stuff. Good arcades there, and Trav, being a fellow YouTuber, I'm sure that he would enjoy some delightful video games. Who else we got in town here? We've got old Alf sitting down here. Everything seems to have recovered down here, which is lovely. There's still a little bit of flooding. Still a little bit. It's Alf. It's okay. I'm sure that'll. We'll just ignore that. Bob Ross looking good. Carlton, everything's fine. Whoopi Meadows, very happy, and San Andreas Shores. So everyone's getting looked after except for my newest Patreon supporter. So yeah, I mean, you guys know I run a Patreon, and this is kind of my vehicle for adding people to a delightful place where they can be recognized for being an awesome supporter. And today, that new person is Hidden Archer 95. Hidden Archer, thank you very much for joining and becoming a Name in the Game tier supporter. I do appreciate your support, along with everyone else represented here. I need to find more ways of giving you guys some props, but for now, this is what we got. And you know what? Hidden Archer, considering you've come on board, I figure you could use your own little area, and that leads me to this area here. No, I'm not going to give you the industrial area. It's too trash, right? This giant, gritty horribleness is not something that I think that you should be subjected to. But I do want to provide workers for these areas, right? They need a whole bunch of uneducated workers. And look, while I'd love to give you a really shiny area, I think here's what we want to do, right? I want to get some small 4-lane roads here. I want to set them as straight. I want to, and there's a fire watch tower here. We'll just move that. We'll move that over into this corner down there. There we go. So this small heavy road, what I want to do is make a little triangular area that's along this cliffside. I'll tell you what we'll do is we're going to have a lovely road that comes along the edge of the cliff. Oh yeah, here we go. This is great. All right, and then we can bring that up like to here. And then what I want to do is have a road that runs parallel to the highway here. And then we can go back to Curvy's. And is that another fire watch tower? I'm not sure if we need 2 of those. And then around like this, and then we'll straighten her up. And we'll come down to the edge of the map, or down the edge of the map. And then we can loop-de-loop back onto the bottom there. Look at that. Okay, cool. This will be like a little triangular zone here. So let's get in. We'll zone that up first, right? So that can be like this whole section that's in here. Shablonk. Like this. Okay, cool. So, Thornton Heights, I don't think so. Let's... Ooh, Heights I like, though. Hidden Archer Heights. And that should be a capital A, based on your name. Hidden Archer Heights, there you go. And you know what? We're just going to tune your policies a little bit, because I want these people to be, you know, no smoking ban, no education boost. You probably don't want drugs in here, sorry. We'll give you some free public transport, though, that's fine. Extra insulation is fine. Helicopter priority is fine. And you know what? Let's go the whole hog here. Where are we? Where's the one that I'm looking for? School's out. Citizens will prefer working over education. Donk. Alright. These are people in Hidden Archer Heights. These are going to be people who are... what's a nice way to put this? These are going to be people who are workers, right? They're going to be the hard-working Joes that we need in this town to fuel our industry. I mean, look... To be fair, I could just get rid of industry altogether and go with more of an office-based economy, but it's nice to have some industry as well. And it's nice to then be able to provide jobs within that industry to do with as we need. So with that in mind, I'm going to create up like a little step system here. And I think that this will serve well to like keep this area. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do that stepped, and then we'll do some squigglies through here. Like this. And then this one can squiggle down like that to there. That should be nice. Great. I'll tell you what, we'll have a road that comes out to the front as well. And then these guys can diagonally connect out to the front. And then we'll pop our services out here. Now, this place at the moment is completely unpowered. It's completely un-everythinged. And as a result, it's fairly... we're going to have some problems with snowfall in here, but that's cool. We kind of need to expect that. We kind of need to accept that. So what I feel like we need to do is get some connections into here so these guys can get over to this zone to be workers in that zone without them having to go too far or without them having to drive too far. Okay, so there's a few things I want to do. One, we need a road that goes up like this. And we'll get it to there. There's fine. Okay, great. So we're going to have a services road because I want these guys to have their own independent dump, incinerator, and recycling center. Good. I think that they're going to need to have some plumbing that can come across like this and up to sort them out. And then we can bring that down to... Let's bring that down to here, over to here, and then we'll just start running down these roads. Like this, I guess? We're going to miss that corner, but we can come back to that. And then, I guess from here we can go up and across, and then link that up like that. And then down to here, I'm just following the roads, because you know I like to do that, right? It's just a personal preference. It's kind of an unnecessary RP. I mean, you don't really need to roleplay when you're playing City Skylines. I mean, I'm not going to put on a sash and pretend that I'm the mayor of the joint, but I am. I have a little nubbin that goes in like that, and then we'll go up, and then up to the corner. Good. That should take care of that. We might do a link up to here as well, just as a secondary, in case a friggin' sinkhole opens here, which, you know, that sort of thing does happen. It can happen, it does happen, and it probably will happen. We'll get some power piped in, and we'll pipe it out just to the corner here for now. And we'll do another connection that can run across the freeway to the dumpy zone. And then from the dumpy zone, we can go down to just sort of here. And it can touch on to the main circuit around the outside. And I think I want to have independence. We've got fire protection somehow just from that fire tower, but I feel like we need some independent fire, maybe a police station. We're just going to do little ones for now. Fire, police, education, no, we won't worry about. And I think we're going to need some parks in here for them. So we need like some playgrounds, right? I have another one down here where the little kiddies can go and do their thing. Let's have... I'll tell you what, let's do a bunch of winter parks in here, yeah? So we'll have a snowman park down on this stretch. We'll have an ice sculpture park, lovely, up here. We're going to have a sledding hill, because why wouldn't you do that? Definitely need a curling park, like that's in our constitution in this town. It is like so much of a requirement, it's not funny. A skating rink can go up to here, that'll be lovely. And... I think that'll probably do us for now. We can have I'll tell you what, we'll have a fire pit park that can sit up here as well. And just help to keep this place spick and span. Lovely. Okay, so, how do we connect this to the industrial zone so that these guys can get the bits and bobs that they require? I feel like maybe a subway is going to be a good way to go. I feel like that might be a good idea, because like if we have a look at the subway loop here, there's a good subway loop that is actually broken. now that I look at it. How have I managed to break that? There are 2 lines, or at least... Yeah, there's some lines that, like, terminate right here. I guess because I... Oh, yeah, and then they come back to here. Oh, dear. It must have been... I must have changed something. I do not... Woo! That plane just whooshed straight past. Okay. I must have donked something in there at some point and broken a few things, but that's fine, because what we can do is we can bring a tunnel out this way, and then out and around and connect it to here, and then down at the bottom end of town, we can have a tunnel that comes out, and then we'll loop that into this zone, right? So we're going to have a couple of metro stations feeding into this area, so the good people of Hidden Archer Hills, Heights? Heights. It's like it's a cliff, right? I figure that's a good name for it. And then we can just have a loop that runs right around this whole bad boy like this. I feel like we need some cross streets in there as well, which I'll do momentarily. And then with these, so what, we'll just straight these on. And we'll create a loop just for these guys that can go right around this neighborhood, and we'll get them using the public transport system sooner rather than later, right? This will mean that instead of reaching straight for their car, they're going to have this this lovely public transportation system to help them get where they need to go. Ooh, it's a flurry of snowfall going on here today. It's delightful. Absolutely delightful. Right. So that's taken care of that. We do need some road loops as well. I feel like that is probably something that's going to be necessary. So let's do, I guess we can go with 2, right? And what I'll do is, should I feed them onto the freeway or should I? I feel like I should. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this under the freeway, like to here and here. And then we're going to come up to here, which will demolish some power lines, but we can fix that. And then, do we want to go up over the rail line? Yes. And then down. No, up. And then... Has that just made a level crossing? Oh, that's delightful. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm kind of happy with that. But I will turn on... Oh. Where's my... Oh, there it is. There's my roundabout mod. We're going to have a little 20 wide roundabout just here. Which... Elliptic roundabout. No, back. 2-lane road. Okay, back. Elliptical roundabout, 2-lane road. No, I don't really want it to be... it's fine. Let's donk that there. And we'll bulldoze this building just because it's in the wrong spot now. So there we go. A little roundabout just to help traffic flow a little bit more nicely through here.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days.
Oh.
Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Stay indoors during a thunderstorm? My goodness. It's going to hit the entire area, including a whole bunch of San Andreas shores. Mate, I'm sorry, San Andreas. Andreas 900, which is actually your name. I'm sorry, your area seems to just be... absolutely, like, just getting decimated all the time. And I don't know why. I really don't understand it. Let's just choose this... can we undo that? Okay, great, thank you. No. No. Alright, move it. You've completely failed me. I'm gonna do this, delete that, and I want to rerun this power line without snaps, so that it comes up to here and across the road and then down to here. There we go. Okay, so we have created a connection road. Oh, this is the lightning storm?
A thunderstorm is battering the city.
Is battering the city.
Until the storm has passed.
I expect that our firemen will have some, I expect that our fire services will have a little bit of, extra work to do over the next couple of days. And I expect that this power line has been broken by me using Move It in this area. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This whole section is just absolutely getting decimated. I'm like focusing on this and not keeping up with anything else that needs going on. Alright, let's just leave that for the time being. We'll come back to that power line momentarily. We'll go back to Hidden Archer Heights. That's what I want to look after today. We do have a fire down here, which isn't the greatest, and it's not able to be dealt with by the fire engine down here because there's no power to it. So we'll see if we can power that up. Come on. Come on, there we go. Okay. We'll get the fire ace to go and take care of that. Although, that's a forest fire, isn't it? Yeah, so it's going to need the helicopters to come and take care of things? Alright, maybe. Where is the fire helicopter depot? Let's have another fire helicopter depot. We keep adding new emergency services all the time because we keep needing to. And we... Oh my god. Okay, power is a bit of a concern. But, thankfully, this here incineration plant is taking... No, it's not. Alright. Well, it's sort of taking care of it. They are launching, which is great. These guys... I suppose I could have waited for these power lines to be repaired by the emergency services crew. But I kind of don't want to wait for that. I kind of want to get this set up so that those fire helicopters can do what they need to do. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully... Ugh, jeez. Hopefully that'll take care of itself. Alright, in the meantime, let's get out of the thunder. We'll set ourselves up downstairs, and we can start building out a rail loop for Hidden Archer's lovely residence to come around like this, up to here, and then they can get into the main area of... Oh, that stop has been destroyed. Okay. That's a bit of a problem. Well, let's... no, we can't do that either. Let's do this. Rebuild. And then we go back into here. And then... we will... On the green line... Ugh. Oh. Oh, that's why that line was broken. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Okay, so... How do I select the green line, guys? Like this? No. Like here. Here? Drag line to add a new stop. That's just giving me the blue line. Maybe if I can drag it from here, I can bring it up to here. Oh, no, that's not right. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's clear that. Let's, I tell you what. Let's just delete that line. Alright, Metro Line 7, which is this one. We'll just delete that, and we'll start again. Okay, good. Here we go. Boom, boom, bing, bang, bong, bash, bish, bonk. Well, I'm sad that I didn't see that there was a broken station there earlier on. I hope you guys weren't screaming too loudly at your phone, computer screen, whatever the case may be, while I was fumbling around with that. But that's okay. It's fine. It's taken care of now, and those lines have been reconnected as we desire. We can loop this section around like this, round to here, bish bash bosh, and good. That should take care of what these guys need so far as... Is that it? No, we need one more. There we go. So that's completed. That's all taken care of. I think the only other thing these guys need is a highway connection, which we can potentially chooch on to here. No, we need a highway on-ramp. Okay. Can we squeeze... Oops. Can we squeeze that to there? We can. And then we can bring that off to there. We can. And then we can have one... Ooh, no. No. No, that's a bit of a shame. I'll tell you what. We can have that just come straight onto this street. And then we can have one from here that comes straight onto this street. Then we need some stuff in here for these dudes. So I feel like the front area down here near the river, this can be like, we'll have a little commercial zone in here, right? Just with some lovely shops that these guys can get their milk and bread and, you know, ice creams and whatever else it is that they need to keep them sustained and happy. Let's do those cross streets before I forget. And they can just go... Tell you what, we'll go snaps on. Snaps on. And then we'll just lonk... Nope. From here to there. 2 there. Excellent. And then 1 from there to there. Oh, that's right. There's a park there. That's why we're having troubles. Let's just chooch that over a little bit. And we'll put in that crossroad as we see fit. Do we need one up in the corner here? I feel like a little cheeky cul-de-sac here might be nice. Right? Just sort of like that. Yeah, why not? And we can get in some residential dotted in like this and just start to populate this area in. I'm putting it on the main road, which isn't always a great idea, but I'm hoping that these residents are not going to mind that too much. I mean, it's going to be a heavy area, but they do have, like, pretty good transit options in this town. So I think that, you know, with that, and it's a free metro as well, with that free metro, I'm hoping that they then just, you know, just kind of look after themselves and do whatever it is that they need to do. Let's just go out to this, and then we'll just paint in this whole area like this, and we'll come up to, whoops, no, maybe like that, and then this section here, that can go there. Like, just paint this whole area in and get it totally done and dusted. We'll clean that out like that, and good. That's Hidden Archer Heights taken care of. Now, while that's rebuilding and figuring itself out, we're going to have to get in and fix up some of these power issues that have cropped up. Thanks to the thunderstorm nuking a whole bunch of my power lines in this town. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. That's taken care of there. We've got some power cuts here as well. And it's basically like the whole friggin' town just lost power. Which is pretty bad. It is something that happens though. Like, you know, I used to live in Sydney, in New South Wales, and it was because Sydney's a very bushy city. There's lots of trees, and it's very natural. It's lovely, but it does have the downside that when there is a big storm, the downside of that is that there is very frequently a lot of trees that get, you know, knocked over, and they cause damage to power lines. Because here in Australia, I have a friend who used to sort of remark, and he was confused about it because he was from the UK, and he was confused about why we in Australia would still be using overground, like above ground power lines. And it doesn't seem to make sense, but it does make sense when you figure out that like it's very warm here in Australia, so, you know, we kind of need to run our power lines above ground to keep them cool. Like, especially in the summertime, you don't want to have a power line that goes underground and then overheats and then bad things happen. But it's also just a, you know, it's how our country has been built. Like, stuff gets built 60 to 80 years ago that's still working, and we'll just leave that. That's fine. You know, we won't worry about that. It's why our primary communications network in this country is basically a single pair of copper wire that runs to each house. Most of the time, you know, while there are two pairs of copper, like two dual wires that go to each house, yes, they exist, but most of the time the second pair is either, you know, faulty or is just not working. Why am I, what's going on here? What am I doing? I'm going overboard with the power. I'm doubling things up way more than I think I need to, but it's fine. I'm just doing a bit of Lego talk here and getting things back to the way that they probably should be. This has all been demolished down here as well, and all of this. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Do I need to, like, go and rebuild all of those power lines? It's a shame we're not playing RimWorld, because I could just press the rebuild when stuff gets broken button, and it'd get taken care of. But sadly, this is not RimWorld. Sadly, I do have to rebuild power lines all by myself. I mean, I'm sure there's a mod to take care of this for me, but I don't have that at this stage, and that's fine. That's fine. Oh, where are we? Okay, cool. So let's get rid of the rest of these power lines up here, and then we'll go back and check on how Hidden Archer's little zone is coming along. I'm kind of keen to see how it's progressing. And we can get... I'll tell you what, well... No, I don't want that to go into the park. I want Sunset Park to be left just completely unspoiled by high-tension power lines for now. I can think about replacing them later on, but for now, I think it's probably best if we just leave it the way that it is. Leave it all natural-like. And then that can link to there, and then that can link to there, and there's our backlink around the back of that river. That's nice. There is a single piece that's demolished here. Dismantled. Demolished. And that should take care of almost that. A little bit more. Alright, that's enough of that. I'll do the rest of it off camera. We do have a little bit of a plumbing problem just at the top end of town up here, where I've put places where I didn't expect them, which is fine. We can get rid of that rather quickly. And this area is starting to come up quite nicely. So the Robin residents, 17 of 21 households. There are 8 uneducated residents there, which is what we want to see. There's a lot of highly educated people still moving in, though. Alright, that one's much better. That's what we want. Good, good, good. Okay. These ones have only just come in. I wonder. Like, these ones... I can see that there are a couple that have leveled up. And are they getting more high wealth? That's not how it works, is it? I mean, these should all be lowly educated people, and most of them are. Where was that one that had high educated people? This one. So that's a very highly upgraded doobly-doo. Should I just remove the parks and keep these people miserable to keep this place downgraded? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. Let me know in the comments down below. But Hidden Archer, welcome to the crew. Thank you for becoming a patron. I do appreciate all of you guys helping me out and helping to keep this channel surviving and improving. And yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll see you next time.